working with the animal. It's very challenging. It's different. It's totally different to what I'm used to. Normally it's be pruning trees or doing tree removals and things like that. For me, it's extremely important to be fit and flexible in a tree, to be able to move freely throughout the tree. Therefore, I have to use a lot of flexibility to be able to access each branch.
Mark's work for the Victoria National Parks can be highly rewarding, but wrestling koalas in the eucalyptus canopy also comes with a high degree of risk.
A lot of the limbs are quite dead and rotten and decayed, and sometimes you haven't got any other opportunity but to use these limbs and access the branches and go right out to the end. So the element of danger there, yeah, and being close to the animal when it's being disturbed, they can be quite aggressive, especially when you're within close quarters, because sometimes you have to manoeuvre the koala right past you, and they've got fairly powerful arms and claws, and they could do a lot of damage. It's a noose with a stopper knot in it, so it'll only actually close up so far. It won't actually choke the animal. You've got to use techniques that are appropriate, that are going to be less stressful for the animal. Using a flag on the end of a catching pole, it's supposed to look like a predatory bird, and you put it in front of their face and they think they're being attacked, so they actually back away from it, and that way we can get them to move away and down the tree.
The thing about the translocations is there has been continual lack of respect. Just pulling them down with no understanding of the social implications.
The wildlife managers seem to be in a no-win situation. If they act, they're regarded as cruel. If they don't, they're blamed for doing nothing to avoid an inevitable crisis.
The problem is that we're running out of sites to relocate koalas to, and we are extremely worried about what will happen to koala populations in those areas at the release sites.
One of the most controversial experiments in koala management is being tried on Snake Island. Once the koalas are caught, they're moved from the island to the mainland. To prevent overpopulation in other areas, only animals that can no longer reproduce are to be relocated. This load contains 16 females. Caught and sterilized last year, they've had 12 months in the wild of Snake Island to recover from the surgery. Captured for the second time, they're headed to an area on the mainland where there is no current problem of overpopulation. As no other viable alternative to relocation has been offered, the team continues to move koalas. And unless an alternative is found, this costly and labour-intensive solution will have to continue forever. This has raised conservation and moral issues. Should we spend all of this money and risk stressing the animals if it is just a short-term solution that does not solve the core problem?